So welcome back to my channel. This is Journey with JoJo, Beauty for the Soul, and I am here with a familiar stranger, my husband, the one and only, Adam Wesser. How are you, Darth?
I'm doing very well.
Good.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to present myself to this beautiful lady. We have a fun evening, and we want to share our fun with you all.
And obviously you can tell that he's eating a lot. He's got that lazy slouch going on, the lazy talk. His gut full, in short.
As you can see, my daisy eyes. I'm sleepy too. So.
But he's not gonna go to sleep. After recording this, we're gonna watch a movie.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Then I fall asleep.
Now you are.
Like I usually do.
As always, for real. All right, guys. So, we know Valentine's Day is tomorrow. This video will be going up on Valentine's Day. So we just wanted to talk a little bit about love. Let's talk about certain coping mechanisms and strategies that we have developed in our marriage that helps us get through conflict, that helps us, understand each other even when it is extremely hard and difficult. One of the first questions I have is, so like when we're having hard times, like maybe after an argument and after a disagreement, what makes you like come around? Because like me and you, we're not a couple to malice, or we can't malice, like we can't, no matter how mad we are, we can't go without talking to each other. So what is it that makes you come around and still want to like talk to me, like you would call, or try to make us figure things out? What goes through your mind?
The question, let's turn that question around. And why shouldn't I come around? The thing is, for one thing, I don't stay angry.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Yeah.
If anybody give me, do something to me, I don't let it get to me. So, not to mention that you are my wife, we live in the same house. I can't stay angry because at the end of the day, what is it all about? Petty fights.
It's not that deep.
It's not that deep. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, I guess to answer that question too, on my part, is I feel like once you love somebody, you're in a relationship with them, you develop this conscientiousness to the point where you have to really be a very hard-hearted person to just shut the person out completely. So like I may be angry for that moment and think I'm never speaking to him again. In fact, I don't want to see him. Let him just go. Let me disappear. Everybody's fine. But then my heart won't let me. Like I would find after a few minutes, maybe if I was the one who incited the argument, I would feel guilty. And obviously God won't let me go scot-free, so he would convict me and then I would feel guilty and then it would make me apologize. So, I guess the answer to the question is staying angry would not really solve anything.
And also, I think it has to do also with the level of friendship.
Yeah.
With your partner, because you will rather stay angry with somebody who is not your friend. You don't care.
True.
But if somebody is really your friend, you can need some time out, friend time out, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, your conscience will be there.
Yeah.
Saying that, oh, is it time? Or has it been too long?
Yeah.
Or should I call? Or let me see if you're going to call or not. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
So the friendship, you guys have the friendship that you guys cannot stay angry for too long.
That's true. And he's my friend. He knows that. Yeah, so one of the things about Adam and I, even though obviously, just like any relationship, like there's ups and downs. So like even though we're husband and wife, we're still friends at the same time. So sometimes we can butt heads as friends because we can have debates and talks and discussions that has nothing to do with marriage, but just about different things in life. And when we find out we share different opinions, we that's a whole different argument. So, but that's how we get to learn about each other more, and that's how our friendship grows, because a friend does not confine you or put you in a box and say you have to be this way, you have to speak this way. It's just accepting the person for who they are. So I can be very annoying, you can be very annoying, But that's what makes us click, because it's okay for us to be different.
Yes,
Like,
definitely.
yeah.
Imagine if the whole world think alike.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't be fun.
Yeah.
But the thing about it, I seen a quote on Facebook one time. It says that no one gossip more than a married couple, husband and wife. That's actually true,
That's
because
facts, yeah.
I mean, sometimes I catch myself gossiping with you, even though it's not my thing to do. But
True.
we
It's
just gossip because that's just how comfortable we are
Yeah,
around each other.
there's
We
a
gossip.
comfort zone. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely being comfortable around each other, being friends, it really, really helps when there's conflict in a marriage. Because, 9 times out of 10, like, when we have a fight, we just don't come immediately and say, oh, let's just make peace and move on. We have a fresh conversation. Like, we go over the things we thought about and say, okay, where was, or what was it that I said that triggered you the wrong way? Or how did I say it that triggered you the wrong way? He's laughing because our fight sometimes. What are you laughing at?
No, I'm laughing because sometimes I even ask myself, like, what did God put in this in your head? Like, why would she think like that?
And I think the same thing too.
Oh God! Like,
Oh my God, this your son? How'd you create him again? Yeah, so sometimes, yeah, it's important that we go over the details of what made us fight. And honestly, what I want to label this video is conversations that heal. The reason being, I've noticed that a lot of times when we fight, we have the worst fight. We can come to a much better place when we have conversations that heal. Like, it's not just about apology or saying, oh, let's just forget about it, which you like saying, let's just forget about it. It's just combing through the layers of, well, this is the foundation of the issue, or this is what happened in the past that makes me think like this, or my culture, this is disrespect to me, and I would think, oh, well, it was not disrespectful. I did not think it was disrespectful. Things like that. So breaking apart and picking apart the fight, the reason behind the fight, can create conversations that heal. And at times we have those deep conversations, especially when we're just laying down in bed and we just start talking about things. Like this morning, you see how, you encouraged me, and, I left the house feeling so much better. So, like, conversations that heal does not only mean a fight between me and you, it means that you can be going through something and we have a safe space to talk about it, and you get to feel better and heal from whatever it is.
yeah, I would say that's the advantage of speaking on things, because they have some couples who just do not express themselves.
Yeah.
If they fight,
Oh, yeah.
they stay silent,
They shut down.
and their anger grows,
Yeah.
and one day it just blow out,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how they just never get to solve anything in their homes.
Yeah.
So it's very important that regardless of how huge the situation is, if you want to take time to cool down, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But at least you guys should have
Have to
time
talk
to talk
about
about whatever happened.
Yeah.
You can't continue to keep things in your heart,
Mm-hmm.
and it's really bad. It's
Yeah.
bad for your health. It's bad for the relationship.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that we can sit down and talk about things, regardless of how long we stay angry or
Yeah.
whatever. But at the end of the day, we sit down and talk about it,
Mm-hmm.
and let it out. At the
Yeah.
end of the day, nobody's perfect, so
yeah.
we'll always have things to talk about.
Yeah. And it's also important to have conversations that heal, because, like, you want your marriage home to be a place of peace.
I'm
Go
not.
ahead
Let
and
me say
things.
this. Sometimes I guess I'm wrong, but
You guess.
most of the time, when you angry, I suggest that you are hungry. Because every time you're hungry, your
Oh my
attitude
God.
it just annoys me. And so
Tell
sometimes,
me how you really feel.
no, really. So sometimes,
True.
when you acting like that, that's why sometimes I ask you, you hungry? You want to eat?
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
And let me say, okay, it is true. Honestly, like, this is part of the conversations that heal, because it may seem like it may not make sense to people, but And a hungry man is an angry man. And sometimes it's not like there's not food or anything. I can't explain it, but I think there's something that happens to you psychologically when you're hungry. It just, I don't know. I get cranky.
Everybody has their own way of dealing with hunger. I mean,
Oh my god.
when I'm hungry, I get quiet.
Yeah, he does. See,
When
he's
I'm
the
hungry, I
opposite.
don't talk too much.
That's
I just
true.
get quiet.
He just acts like lifeless. But yeah. So
And then when you're hungry, you get angry. Now that's the worst part. Because then you're trying to step on toes. I mean,
yes.
just because you're hungry don't mean you gotta step on toes.
Yeah.
Just be cool.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So honestly, part of having conversations that heal is finding triggering points and knowing your partner's points of anger.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sometimes I think it's just a coincidence that I get angry when I'm hungry. I think it's a big coincidence. I don't purposefully not eat just to be angry. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I can justify that. But it's important that, you tell me a cycle that you have seen or a pattern that's in me that I've not noticed. Because it's one thing when I think you're just by yourself, obviously, and you have attitudes and nobody really holds you accountable. And you get away with these bad attitudes for such a long time until you get close enough to a person who tells you, okay, I notice you get upset over every little thing, or I notice you get upset at this thing or at this point or that point. It's important to have those conversations because sometimes we can't always see our wrongs. Like now you brought it to my attention that I get upset when I'm hungry, but like I said, it was not a conscientious or willful thing to say I'm gonna be hungry and angry. Like let me just step on his toes today, fight him today.